Even for the wealthiest people in the world, there are some purchases that are just a splurge. From high-rise buildings to priceless artwork, the world's wealthiest people purchase expensive items to feed their passions, show off their wealth, or simply because they can afford it. Whether it's the most expensive item they own or simply the most unique, the world's richest people always have something interesting to spend their money on. But in this video, we're going to look at 10 unnecessary things bought by billionaires that don't make any sense to a normal person. So, sit back and enjoy the video. $24,000 haircut. Many of us are comfortable with spending a small amount of money on a haircut. We would rather pay a few extra bucks for a nice haircut to look good and to feel better. However, one billionaire is willing to pay a large sum of money for the very best haircuts and is not afraid to do so. According to some sources, the ruler of Brunei, Haji Hassanal Bolkiah, once spent more than $24,000 on his haircut. The Sultan regularly brings his barber, who is based in London, to have his haircut. The barber typically charges $40 for a haircut, but the Sultan provides him with a complimentary, all-expense-paid trip too. In 2009, the Sultan was so concerned about the possibility of contracting swine flu, and hence he had his barber flown in on a private luxury aircraft at an expense of $18,000. The Sultan, whose net worth is believed to be in the region of $20 billion, reportedly gives his barber a large envelope filled with cash each time he receives a haircut. The Artist's Journal. Would you pay a few million to read someone's diary? We're talking about the diary of one of the world's greatest Renaissance artists, not a friend or a family member. You probably wouldn't be able to afford to spend that kind of money on a diary. The value of Leonardo's personal journal stands at $30.8 million. And while that might be enough for you to pause and take a deep breath, please understand that it's the amount Bill Gates paid to read and own this diary. The manuscript, also known as the Codex Leicester, offers insights into Leonardo's thoughts on the connection between the sun, moon, and earth. Bill Gates allows this priceless book to be exhibited once a year, but you'll have to pass through airport-style security. This item isn't completely worthless, but we think it's too expensive, and hence we added this to the list. The name in sand. If you had a few million to spend, what would you choose to spend it on? Most people would choose to splurge on luxury items such as jewelry, clothing, or houses. However, one ultra-wealthy Arab, Sheikh Hamad bin Hamdan Al Nahyan, chose to spend a little of his fortune on something a bit different, which is a sand writing of his own name. Most people's sand writing gets washed away when the tide goes out, but not Hamad's. He wanted to make sure his name was forever etched in the grains of sand. To do this, he purchased a piece of land in Abu Dhabi. He then asked his workers to dig deep into the ground so that the letters formed a waterway that would last forever. The word Hamad measured 1,000 meters in length and is 2 miles in length from the letter H to the letter D on the land. Hamad brainstormed the idea and had his people work for weeks to create this huge piece of sand graffiti. How much did it cost? We don't know that exactly, but we can safely assume it was very expensive. The 27-story house. What would your dream house look like? For one billionaire, his dream house is a 27-story skyscraper built just for his 6-person family in Mumbai. In case you missed it, that's 4.5 scraper floors for every family member. Chairman of Reliance Industries, Mukesh Ambani spent $1 billion on this huge building, and he doesn't even live there full-time. The house has a 50-seat movie theater, parking space for 160 cars, and needs 600 staff to maintain it. With 27 floors, walking to the top might be a bit of a challenge, but Mukesh has installed 9 lifts in the lobby, so they won't have to wait long for a ride up to the top. Also included in this amazing apartment are 6 stores of parking, one for each family member, outdoor gardens, a swimming pool with gym and spa, and well-maintenance floor. The diamond tea bag. There are ordinary teas that may cost as little as $1 per kilo, and more expensive teas that can cost as much as $1 million. But how much it would be if the tea bag itself is adorned with diamonds? In 2005, Brooke Bond's PG Tips celebrated its 75th anniversary by decorating its humble tea bag with a stunning array of 280 diamonds, thus raising its price to an eye-watering $14000. This particular tea bag was designed to raise funds for the Manchester Children's Hospital in England, which employees chose at PG Tips Trafford Park. It is a pyramid-shaped tea bag that contains tea leaves on both sides, with a further 100 diamonds on the inside, and a white gold string decorated with 80 diamonds. It is possible to dip the tea bag in hot water to prepare the tea like any other tea bag. However, it is important to note that the tea bag cannot be thrown away after being dipped. The lock of Elvis's hair. It is possible to demonstrate one's appreciation for a particular artist or band by attending their concerts and purchasing their merchandise. However, one fan of the late king of rock and roll, Elvis, decided to take it a step further and purchased a lock of his hair for a record-breaking $1,150,000. The hair was believed to have been saved by his longtime hairdresser, Homer Gilliland, who traveled with the singer for over 2 decades. It is believed that Gil had dyed the blonde man's hair black to give it its distinctive hue. It was just hairs, but that was all enough for one of the wealthiest men in the world to purchase the locks. The locks were then auctioned off on an online auction site, with a fierce bidding war taking place. It is unknown what the future owner of the hair will do with it, though it is speculated that the DNA may be used to recreate the star when science and technology grow to that level. The $3 million iPhone. iPhones are relatively easy to break, which is why most of us buy a hard case to protect our iPhones from damage. But if you have all the wealth in the world, who cares if you have to replace your screen once in a while? In fact, who cares about the phone at all when you can buy a brand new one? Stuart Hughes knows exactly what the world's wealthiest people want when it comes to their phones. He's a world-renowned designer of some of the most expensive and luxurious products on the planet. The Black Diamond iPhone was designed by Stuart Hughes and cost $15.3 million. It's basically an iPhone 5 encased in gold, gems, and a super expensive black diamond. According to some websites, the Black Diamond iPhone was the most valuable iPhone of all time in 2016. The iPhone 5's body is solid gold with 600 white diamonds along the edges, and the Apple logo on the phone's back features 53 diamonds. The hand-cut ice cubes. What makes a drink great? Maybe it's the coolness or the taste, or maybe it's having perfectly symmetrical ice cubes. Well, if you are one of the richest billionaires in the world, this could be for you. One company in California offers hands-cut ice cubes with minimal dilution and optimal cooling for the perfect party drink. These ice cubes come at a price, and it's not a cheap price. Each ice cube is made from large chunks of ice, and a bag of 50 ice cubes will cost $325.50. According to the company, they are healthier and less likely to contain impurities or carcinogens than regular ice cubes. However, it is hard to believe they are actually nothing but water. But if you have got the money to spend, why not go for it? The dead shark. One of the world's wealthiest hedge fund managers, Steve Cohen, has taken his obsession with the underwater world to the next level by purchasing a shark that does not even breed. With a net worth of almost $12 billion, Mr. Cohen purchased the body of a 14-foot tiger shark, not as a pet, but as a piece of art. Steve Cohen is a renowned art collector with an impressive collection of more than $1 billion worth of art. In 2006, he purchased the work of artist Damien Hirst, The Physical Impossible of Death in the Mind of Someone Living, for a reported $8 million. The shark, preserved in a glass casing, is considered to be one of the most iconic pieces in the collection of hedge fund managers. Gold toilet paper. This item may appear to be a joke, as toilet paper printed with dollar bills is meant to make the user feel more affluent than they actually are. However, there are some millionaires who have gone the extra mile and purchased toilet paper that is made from genuine gold. This product is quite practical, consisting of 22 carats of 2-ply gold. However, it is of no better quality than regular toilet paper. This product is designed just to surprise guests upon entering the toilet, after which a portion of the $1.30 million spent on it will be flushed down the toilet. Therefore, this item is considered to be among the most useless expensive thing one could buy. Quite fascinating, right? Anyway, Which of these things would you buy if you were a billionaire? Let us know that in the comment section below. If you like this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.